Hello, everybody, and welcome to I Did Not Buy This Ticket. This is a visual novel, psychological horror game that I found on Steam. It's pretty old. I think it was like a couple of years old, but it seemed kind of trippy. That's the best way to describe it. I saw some eyeballs. I saw some weird ladies. I saw some flowers, some caskets. You know, weep for the dead. You know, it's a pretty strange beginning for the game, so I thought it would be quite interesting to play. The tears well up in my eyes, distorting my vision. They come easily, fat, salty, continuous tears, as if I had known the man lying in the coffin before me. Candelaria? What kind of name is that? This is the first time I've ever laid eyes on him. The tears run down my cheeks. They itch. I resist the urge to rub my face. I know it's more dramatic to let them flow. My emotions just for show. I'm in complete control. I always am. The deceased son. Hey, we finished the burial. You got some extra little eyeballs there. Everyone's gone home, so we should settle your payment now. That was quite the performance, I have to say. Tell your friends about me. Haha, you're joking, right? I mean, you understand that it's not such an easy service to advertise to people. A service that never runs out of clientele. I'll do what I can. Anyway, here, the amount we agreed on over the phone. You seem like you want to say something. No, Well, I do, actually. It's silly to try and hide it from you. I was impressed with the realism, truly. You'd never seen my father before. And yet your mourning was more emotional than that of my relatives. So are we hired? Were we hired to just cry at the funeral? To, like, make it seem more sad? It's not too different than the work of a good actress. He had a bad relationship with his family, huh? It wasn't all a bed of roses, no. You noticed it just by watching the others here? I hope that his death might create some chance of reconciliation among us. Something to unite us, even if it was just us complaining about the old man. My brother doesn't even seem to care that he passed away. It might just be a silly notion of mine, but I do believe your work here nudged us to some form of reconciliation. Maybe watching a stranger cry harder than them will touch something. I didn't pay you to listen to me rambling, did I? You haven't paid me yet. Oh, of course. Before you go, let me ask you a question. I got curious about how you got into this, how you learned to weep so spontaneously. It's not a common profession, let's be frank. I am not Frank. I am Candelaria. All I can say is that life takes us down unexpected roads where I don't have to answer that, and I won't. No need to get all angry with them. That's just another way of not answering. You don't even know how you got here, do you? Myself, I wanted to be an artist, yet here I am, in a suit and tie, wearing my daily uniform to bury my father. Is that all? Oh, yes, of course, forgive me. Here's the money. Thank you. The envelope is nothing but an excuse. Can you live well off of this? This isn't my day job. It's more of a hobby, I would say. A hobby? Unexpected answer? To say the least. I imagine this would take a toll on your spirit as a job. If you do it to pass the time, well... What do you mean? Most people don't go to so many funerals in such a short amount of time. It's an oppressive atmosphere, even if it's not your relatives. How do you deal with that? No one ever asked me that. The questions help keep my mind off other things. Oh, sorry, that was him. The questions help keep my mind off other things. Makes sense. So? Ah, yes. The question. Somebody's getting a call. I keep my distance professionally, or I don't think of anything during the ceremony. I keep my distance professionally. Even with death so close by, I believe what we bury is only a husk. The person is gone. Sorry, I think your cell phone is ringing. Yes, it is. I almost managed to ignore it this time. I don't need to look at it to know who's calling. At least it's interrupted the interrogation. Won't you get it? Don't answer the phone. No. I have another job scheduled and it's far from here. I need to go now so I won't be late. Of course. Please. Once again, thank you. That was a strange little altercation. The bus should be here already. This is going to be a long trip. Long enough to catch up on some sleep, I hope. What kind of interrogation is Mrs. Candelaria talking about? That client's questions gave me a headache. Don't think about it. Where's the ticket? I should check my seat number. What's this? I didn't buy this ticket. Get it, like, it's the name of the game. Like, you get it? There's a little eyeball thing on there. Eigengrau line. I was going to say lane. Eigengrau line. I did not buy this ticket. Seat 000. Weird. Maybe an error in the system? Ooh. Ah, the bus is here. Where is that location? That's like Wingdings. That's that Wingdings font. Huh? This is the bus. What? How strange. Looking at it makes my teeth chatter. What is this? I need to get to that funeral in the morning. Board the bus. Is that us walking up the steps? Oh, hey there, mister. Good evening, miss. Where are we headed on this dark night? I did not buy a ticket for this bus. Oh? Yes, that happens a lot here. Don't worry. The bus and I will take us where we need to go. Please, take your seat. We'll be leaving shortly. Oh, they got a whole crew on here. Oh, hello. All the seats are numbered 000. I can see 3 empty seats. Can we... Oh, we get to choose where we sit. Let's sit in the middle. There. In my seat once again. This bus is not like the others. Feels like I can't tune out here. That swap ticket. Well, I'm here now. That's that. The funeral starts early tomorrow. At least I have the whole night to sleep. Do you? Right. We should be off shortly. What a hard seat. But to be honest, I've traveled on worse. I could get used to this. I have a feeling she's not going to get to sleep through the whole bus ride. Huh? Someone sat beside me. I'll ignore whoever it is. I'm not in the mood for talking. Hello? Hello? Hello. Hello? It's no use, is it? Good evening. Ah, so you deign to talk with me. Let me settle in. There. What was that sound? Hee hee. Good evening. I hate traveling alone, you know. That's why I'd like to talk during this long trip. And you look like someone who likes to talk. And hee hee. I love to listen. See Michael Jackson? We are, hee hee, the perfect pair, yes? Fine, what do you want to talk about? We'll give in to the peer pressure. Well, I have no idea. I'm not a very interesting person. So why don't we talk, hee hee, about you? For instance, this traveling alone thing isn't new to you, huh? Of course, it was a new thing once. Hee hee. I can see it in your face. Keep a serious face. It's not. I've been traveling alone for years. Of course. Hee hee. But never as alone as you are now, right? You don't seem, hee hee, comfortable here. Like a virgin laying in bed for the first time. Who says that? Ah, that's it. You don't really have a place to go, huh? Huh. What do you mean? I feel no urgency in you. I mean, sure. Hee hee. You want to go somewhere. Only you don't need to. It feels different. I feel there's an interesting story there. Hey. Oh, is that his nose? Hey. Hey. Why don't you look at me? We could talk better. Is there something about my face that bothers you? Or something, hee hee, in my words? Hey. 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 Should we hit the... don't hit him, but... Leave me alone! I need to get out of here. What a creepo. We ran to the bathroom. What? What the hell was that? I don't even remember how I got here. Did I panic? This bus, why am I here? Is that what we normally look like? Look at this face. I don't even recognize it anymore. What did it look like before? I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be seeing this. I just want to reach my next job and not think about any of this anymore. It's empty? Everyone got off. We're at the bus station. How? When did we get here? Good morning, miss. I believe I managed to compensate for our tardiness after all. This trip was supposed to last all night. How did you do this? There was a strange person pestering me. I feel sick. Yeah, all these are pretty valid things to say right now. There was a strange person pestering me. I apologize, miss. This line picks up all sorts of strangers. Seems we attract people of a certain quality, you know? I meant that as a compliment, of course. Aren't you going to answer that, miss? Do not answer. No, I'm in a hurry. Excuse me, miss, just one more thing. The ticket, please. The what? The ticket. Oh, it's still with me. Here. This is usually handed to the conductor, but I can take it too in certain cases. Look, you seem nice. Let me give you some advice. When it's time to hand over the ticket here, on this bus, always hand over the ticket, I don't get it. You don't need to understand. Just remember what I said and it'll all be fine. Okay. Look, I gotta go. Thanks for driving. See you. What does he mean by that? Always hand in the ticket. Lament for the departed. The bizarre trip keeps disturbing my thoughts. I try to focus on the work I was hired for. The tears flow. I weep for a person I've never seen before. Business as usual. Though I cannot say if invoking the tears is easier or harder now. Oh. Was that the guy in the casket? This week's bereaved. Well, that's it. It's done. He's buried. And I'll never see him again. Are you alright? You seem a little under the weather. I went through a strange experience on my way here. Oh, on the way here? I met an inconvenient person on the bus. Some guy who kept sliding towards me. How awful! I'm sorry you had to go through that. It's fine. I'm the one who's here to feel for others. But, well, this is still a funeral, isn't it? This is my first funeral, can you believe it? My grandparents died when I was very young, so I remember nothing. Thought I'd feel different, knowing I'll never see them again at all. Sorry, I didn't hire you to listen to me. In a way, you did. I didn't know comforting the mourners was included. We're united by loss, are we not? Seems fair. Thank you. I will deal with this on my own. I have to pay you. The performance was quite something, I have to say. Better than I expected. Thanks. Here you go. Right. You have more questions, don't you? My clients always do. I'm curious. You made a long trip to get here, didn't you? Is all this worth it? Sometimes I don't do this for the money. That's what I figured. I did the math, the tickets, the time spent on the road. If you don't mind, I'd rather not delve into the subject or have insomnia. The nights on the bus help me sleep. We'll do this. The nights on the bus help me to sleep. I'd never have guessed that. This professional mourner gig covers your travel expenses? I don't answer. I let him believe his own hypothesis. I haven't slept much myself. I think I'm good at hiding it, but I've shattered in a million pieces inside. You must have seen this a lot. How mourning changes people. Look, that's your choice. A choice? How can it be a choice? My father just... I've seen a lot of clients. Some are better at dealing with it all. Others develop their own coping mechanisms. And others, they don't deal with it at all. The mourning depends on the person. The only constant is that the departed won't come back. We need to prepare ourselves for this before it happens, huh? It's different when we have to face it. Thank you. Well, thank you one more time. When we scheduled everything, you said you'd be coming in from another funeral, right? What now? One more? No. I'm taking a break. So I was lucky to get the last one this season. In a way. All this traveling must get tiresome. Ask about Eigengrau Line. What would this guy know about it? Have you ever heard about a certain bus company? I caught one of their buses to get here. The Eigengrau Line. The name rings a bell, but I can't quite remember. I went on some bus rides to settle some of the old man's real estate. I remember paying attention to the upholstery, some of the travelers' faces. The line's name, though, the route. It's a blank. At least that's what I recall. The last few days have not been kind. That's understandable. Thank you, anyway. Speaking of which, it's time for me to go. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you. Have a good trip back. I ride an ordinary bus home. Nothing else happens. The bus is practically empty, so no one bothers me. A normal, boring trip back home. I sleep the whole way. When I wake up, that strange bus seems like nothing more than a nightmare. A week goes by. Don't answer the phone. 2 weeks go by. Don't answer! Life seems to return to normal. Don't answer! As I settle back into my routine, certain thoughts creep back. With every vibration of the cell phone, the insomnia returns. I look for new gigs. I may not like to admit it, but the service helps pay the bills. The lack of sleep doesn't make the other aspects of my life any easier. I contact the son of a man called Ivanildo Alves. He liked to spend hours rowing a boat on a small lake near his town. He left 2 sons, 2 daughters, some grandchildren. He was 62 years old, a retired bus driver. He had a sudden heart attack. That little boat became his coffin. I bought a ticket on a regular bus, one with reclining seats. The passing of days have left that last trip more surreal than ever in my memory. A dream formed by a poor night of sleep in an uncomfortable seat. Still, this time, I made sure to check the bus company's name on the ticket. Comet Lines. Normal. No surprises. Is it gonna... The bus must be arriving by now. Ah, damn it, I forgot the deceased Dozier at home? I don't know what that is. I wanted to study it during the trip. Oh, I think that's like the rundown of their... Like when somebody dies, it's like a rundown of the person. Can I remember all the information? His name was Ivanaldo Alves. What was his profession? He was a bus driver. And he enjoyed fishing. Oh, rowing. I think I managed to remember the most important points. I better write it all down before I forget. I have pen and paper in my purse. What's this? Oh, man! How? I bought a ticket for another bus line. I remember it well. It was called... None of these. It was called Comet Lines. Comet something. Comet Express? No, that's not right. She can't remember. She has dementia. Aw, shit. Here we go again. This isn't possible. I don't want to get in that thing. We have no choice but to board the bus. Hello there again, sir. Hey, you traveled with us some time ago, didn't you, miss? I hope my services will be more to your liking this time around. How are you doing this? Where did this damn bus come from? Or who are you guys? Who are you guys? Us? What do you mean? I'm just a humble bus driver. As for the passengers, well, I can't speak for them. It would be rather impolite, don't you think? Don't you notice anything strange? Miss, I need to pay attention to the road. All passengers, including you, miss, are my responsibility. And of course, they are responsible for themselves. Speaking of which, I should get back to work. Will you be joining us, miss? That's enough. I'm leaving. Will the lady allow me one last comment? Perhaps you are asking the wrong questions. Maybe it isn't our work you should be questioning. What? I see many people entering and leaving this bus every day, but not all reach their destination. You are a few steps away from your seat. Your ticket is in your hands. What a waste to throw it away, don't you think? Indeed, even if I changed buses, I'd miss the funeral. But that's not the point, though, is it? Should we get... I think we should get back on the bus. You're right. I'm going in. Great! We'll begin our trip shortly. Please get settled. There. Hello there again, folks. You're gonna... Oh, howdy there. I can see some empty seats. Let's sit at the back this time. I think last time we sat in the middle, and that's where that creepy dude showed up. What a tight seat. It didn't look this uncomfortable from the corridor. Oh, screw it. I've traveled in worse things. At least there's no puke on the floor this time. Sleep's coming. Nobody better sit next to us, man. I just want to get some shut-eye. I feel like I'm being watched. Hey! You can't sleep here! What? You can't be serious. I have no time for jokes. We're not a hotel. You paid to travel, not to sleep. Whoever tries to disrespect the rules must answer to me. I honor my job, so no sleeping. Man, what's up with you, man? Sleeping is the reason I'm here, dude. That is a direct violation of our rules. There is something off here. Do you happen to be carrying something? Something that should not be here? Like what? I don't know what you're talking about. You don't know. Don't know. But I see it. Something is off here. I'm not hiding anything. Where is your ticket? Or perhaps there is something else in your pockets. I must take a closer look. Hey, get... Whoa! Stop hiding. What are you doing, man? Get out my pockets. I want to see the ticket. Keep calm. Breathe. He won't let this go. He just wants the damn ticket. Find the ticket. Come on. I have other passengers to check on. Check our pockets. Check the pockets. In my pocket. Be careful with that, passenger. What? It's just my wallet. Full of 2x3 photos of people I haven't seen in years. I think I've forgotten all of their names. Not important. Put it away. Man, I'm working on it. Poke the eyeball. Oh, no. Ah. You refuse to cooperate this much. So be it. I need to wash my hand. Is he coming for us? What kind of altercation was that? That conductor won't bother me anymore. Looking in this mirror, I wouldn't think myself capable of giving an answer like that one. Maybe it's just a remnant of what I was, or a sign of what I'm becoming. What are we becoming? Empty once more. Oh, also last time I had gotten set on this idea that there was some type of interrogation that we were avoiding and that's why our phone kept ringing. But she had just mentioned interrogation last time, I'm pretty sure, like when that dude was asking all those questions. The first guy whose dad died and he was just nonstop asking us questions. I think that's why she said interrogation. So I don't think there's any, like, we're not involved in a crime or anything. No trace of the passengers. Good morning, miss. I'll hazard a guess that you didn't regret joining us for another trip? Didn't regret might be a stretch. Oh, really? People who reach the bus station usually enjoy the trip. Hold on. Do you mean to say that some people don't reach the bus station? I don't like to gossip, miss. In fact, I need to start preparing for the next trip or I'll be late. I don't want you to be late either, miss. I'm sure we'll provide an even better service on your next trip. You're pretty confident that I'll keep traveling with you guys. I am. You still haven't reached your destination yet, miss. Until next time. Wait, before you go. There's a matter we should settle, miss. From what I understand, you were involved in a situation with our conductor. Is that right? That freakish conductor scared the shit out of me. This line of work can change people. That you were frightened is understandable, miss. I sincerely apologize on behalf of the company. Still, I have a matter to settle with you, miss. Due to this whole mess, the ticket wasn't delivered. My colleague is, well, incapacitated. Thus, I need to collect your ticket myself. You want me to give you the ticket? I'm asking that you deliver over to me what you didn't give to the conductor. You must understand that the two of you have put me in a complicated situation. My job isn't collecting the tickets. That's what the conductor does. But I'll take one for the team. Do we have a choice, or we're just giving him the ticket? Or does he want something else? I've got the ticket right here, but... What's this? There's something else here. Where did this thing come from? What is that? It pulses in time with my heart. I'm sorry to say, but this time I'm the one in a hurry, miss. Hand over the soul? Hand over the ticket? Hand over the ticket. Why would we give him our soul? That's just weird. Here it is. Thank you very much. When we see each other again, we'll know where we're at, I guess so. The body is in the casket. From the first time, it irks me. But I'm unable to feel something for it. I do not know it. I'm only here as a professional. I need to focus. I need to finish the job. The bus and the mirror and last night's encounter all return to my mind. No. I'm here on duty. Fulfilling a contract, nothing more. Us breathing? Mourn the loss. I am a professional. I regain my composure. Nobody notices. There's that damn phone again. Can't focus with that. Do not answer. The work helps me hide once more. What? Who is calling us on that damn phone? So, that's how it ends? That's how it ends. Once they're buried, it's over. I meant your job. Oh. Yes, that's it. Are you okay? You seem a little out of it. It's so bad that he noticed it. God damn it. Get it off my chest? Do I really want that? I should be the one supporting my clients, even if that's not strictly what they hired me for. But he is making the offer. I haven't talked to anyone in a long time, and those people in the bus do not count. Has bottling it all up been helpful? Just talk to him. I can talk to someone, but not him. Yeah, just talk to the guy. Right. I've been dealing with some stuff lately. Given a good hard look in the mirror, I think this job's finally getting to me. Is that bad? No. Be weird if it didn't get to you. Let's change the subject. I should pay you, yes. Here. Thanks. Oh, before I forget. Here, I wrote down an address for you. I know this address. Another client of yours lives there. He's a friend of mine. I didn't expect this. He needs your services again. Something happened, out of the blue. Now? I'd have to drop everything and hurry there. He really wanted to have you there. I didn't sleep at all last night. It seems like this never ends. Oh God, he's opening up. Can I get to this new job on time? The rite didn't give you any closure. It wasn't an easy passage for us. Too sudden. I thought that the funeral would help. Then I thought closing the casket would put an end to it. Then the burial. Then paying you. Nothing. You really think you'd cut your connection to your father just like that? You're the one who will put an end to it. Well, neither of these are very nice. You're the one who will put an end to it. It's easy to say, huh? I don't mean that as criticism. Sure, I need to think about it. Thanks for listening to me. Actually, it was nothing. Have a good trip. We gonna make it? Head to the bus station. We gonna make it to the other guy? An unplanned trip. I don't want to go, to be honest, but the client is waiting. I can't leave him there sitting with a dead person. Can I? I didn't even buy the ticket this time. After all, it should be arriving. And there it is. Every time. Whether I want it to or not. Board the bus. Hey there, mister. Ah, miss, it's good to see you again. I didn't buy a ticket this time. That's not a problem. I'm sure it is among your possessions. I don't even have to look inside the purse to feel the paper strip there, present. How do you do this? We don't. No, I want an answer. Do not answer! Would you please take your seat? I can't start the bus until you're all seated. Oh, it's just the Big Bear Man. I want to sit next to the Big Bear Man. Hello? I can see some empty seats. How do I sit next to the Big Bear Man? Let's sit at the front. Is that where he is? What a tight seat. The bus didn't look great from the outside, but it's even worse inside. But I'm a creature of routine. It's already hard to keep my eyes open. Wee 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 wee. Wee 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 wee. What was that? Some kind of whisper. Who's whispering up in my ear right now? Oh! Huh? It's like it's coming from the seat behind me. Sorry. Let me know if I make too much noise, okay? I don't want to bother you. Shh. Sure. Thank you. Sorry. Your voice, it sounds so much like my daughter's. I haven't seen my daughter in years. Oh. I'm sorry, but I can't be your daughter. My mother passed away. Oh. I'm sorry. Still, your voice is too much like my daughter's. And so is your hair. Are you sure my voice doesn't remind you of anything? Her voice, it can't be. It reminds me of... It reminds you of your mother's voice, does... Why does her mom sound like this? This is a bit strange. From the last time I spoke to her. Yes, that's right. Her voice had changed. It was more broken. Do you remember? It would be good if we could talk, don't you think? To remember a bit of the life we had before I left. My impulse is to run, to jump through the window, even as the bus speeds down the highway. But something keeps me stuck to the seat. A part of me resists the impulse to run. Daughter? I know our last conversation didn't go very well. Didn't go very well? Is that how you classify expulsing your daughter from your own deathbed? Screaming! I just reacted to what you had said that day. You wanted to deny me the right to die. You ran away from me. Did I? Does it matter now? I'm back, daughter. I know you recognize my voice. I returned to give you another chance. chance to tell her goodbye? How could it be you? How is this possible? I won't give you any chances to an impossibility. Come again. You are giving me another chance. How could it be you? How is this possible? I don't know it myself. I searched for you for so long. This bus's lights, they shine brightly in the darkness. I felt I'd find one of you here. I spent a lot of time thinking what to say, especially considering how we said goodbye. My mom is dead. She can't board any bus. This isn't just any bus, you must have noticed. Yeah, that's pretty clear. You never were one to let opportunities pass you by. You never hid your real thoughts. Not from me. Why not take the chance, daughter? Because my mother died, you can't be her? Because we've already hurt each other enough for one life. For one life, yes. But this is a new life. Do you understand that? I returned so we could leave our differences in the past. From now on, we'll tread a new path. A new path? Is it possible? If I could get here, of course it's possible. You just have to want it, daughter. Maybe I do want this on some level. Yes. Finally, I can give you something. It's strange to think how far we had to go to be able to do it. What now? Now we have so much to talk about. This dark and dirty bus is no place for this. We'll have our family reunion yet. You'll know the right moment. Are you still there? Nothing. Not even a whisper. I can't stop trembling. I'm nauseated. What was up with our mama? Is that how we got into the death business? Our own mother's death? I'd already imagined how the last conversation between the two of us could be different. I did that many times. I could never picture conclusion to any of those imaginary talks. Until today. Oh. Ah. I suppose it will settle. I wonder what it'll look like then. Maybe I don't want to know. Is our face, like, starting to form properly? I'm sure she'd disapprove anyway. Did we make it? Is it about that time? Ah, good morning, miss. Did you change the bus seats? They seem smaller. Ah, look at that. It's starting to fit, isn't it? What's starting to fit? Maybe? Right, let's not raise our expectations, In any case, it seems our services will soon no longer be needed. I still need to get to the funerals. Unless... Hey, answer me. No, it's nothing. We'll speak when the time is right. So is our journey concluded when we make peace with death? Is that what they're getting at here? Hey, you're late. I passed along clear instructions regarding the time. My client needed me. I'm your client now. I need your service. Come on, hurry. Wait, we buried your father not that long ago. You had another death in the family? Yes, my stepfather. He was like a second father to me. Oh, man. Dude is 0 for 2. We don't control anything at all, do we? Very little. It's impossible to avoid losses such as this, you know? Oh, but I know. But 2 in a row, like this? It's like a recurring nightmare. Even you, here, are a part of it. I didn't see his side of the family much. Most people here are strangers to me, and I'm a stranger to them. This is an environment which I don't control anything, but now I have an anchor amidst this maelstrom. Is that really what I am to people? When did I take on such a heavy burden for myself? Was it when I began to run away from certain things? Or even before that? Poor guy. Oh, we're getting our composure. Sit up straight and weep for the newly departed. The tears well up in my eyes, blurring my vision. I squint, forcing them out. The sun's eyes are heavy on my back, making it harder. This wasn't the plan. To be an emotional support for strangers. To be an anchor? No. 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 Is that it? We've buried another one. Thank you for coming on such short notice. It was important to me, and to him too. And I won't forget to pay you this time. I added some extra to compensate for the short notice. I insist. I do not want your money, or I do not want to be an anchor. Why would you not want to be an anchor? Bring some good into the world. I do not want your money. My money? What, my money specifically? Or any of you? This isn't working. Enough. The job's done. This one's on the house. Man, that dude lucked out. I leave before anyone says anything else to me. I feel eyes on me, like webs trying to keep me in place. No. I recognize the texture of the asphalt beneath my feet. I know the smell of oil and deep frying, and rubber, and people. I know the sounds of engines and pistons and ripped tickets. The bus station. And I know the distortion this vehicle causes to my vision. But we are boarding the bus once again. Miss? Huh? You've been standing there for a while. Have I? You don't have a ticket. No ticket? No problem. I reserved one for you. Go on, inside. You didn't have a ticket this time. Who's that? This little girl wasn't on the bus before. Why are you looking at me like that? She's missing a hand. There's only one place for me to sit. Is it next to the little weird demon girl? Here we go again. I can't get used to these seats. She's already fallen asleep. Huh? No, not this guy again. Someone sat beside me. That cheap cologne smell. Hee hee hee. We meet again. Our last encounter was rather shocking, huh? I didn't forget your promise. Promise? I was looking forward to my travels, awaiting your story. The story? Sure. Why do I travel by bus so much? Yeah, that's right. Hee Joy of my travels and vanquisher of my boredom. Hee Oh man. Okay, maybe if we talk to him, he'll just go away. Well, I'm all ears. Right. That first trip happened quite a while ago. It happened after Mom's funeral. Actually, it started when we got home. It was a day for mourning, but Dad was furious. Furious? Why? At what? At me, because I cried at the funeral. Crying at a funeral? That's expected. That's to be expected, no? Is it not? Is it not? Is it not? Yes, only I don't usually talk about this. Oh. That's even better. Well, when I cry, it's not real. It's never real. Oh. Oh. He didn't inch forward. Elaborate. I thought it would be appropriate for the occasion. I wanted to cry for real. I felt everyone's eyes on me, the daughter, waiting for a reaction. It's probably the last one. Cause I don't think Candelaria really liked her mom. Are appearances that important in your world? They're worth noting. They're worth nothing to me. Hee hee. Hey. Hey. Continue the story. I never got along with my mother. We even had an argument at her deathbed. So Dad saw my tears as pure insincerity. Mockery. He was beside himself. Wait. Your story lacks a character. Add one. What? But there was no one else. Hey. This happened. I'm not making it up. Hey. Hey. Add a character. My older brother was there. I knew there was someone else present. Hee hee. I'm a very attentive listener. No detail escapes me. Now, continue. I tried to defend myself, but soon I was pointing fingers as well, accusing Dad of things I can't even recall anymore. He was convinced our argument had landed the final blow to my mom, even though she was in a terminal state already. To him, I'd killed her. Hee hee, I see. What about your brother? What did he do? My brother? He was there. He didn't just watch, did he? No, hee hee. That would be way too boring. My brother. Remember that day. How did it go? He defended me from Dad. He sided with Dad. That's right, he didn't do a thing. You know, I'd say if we don't know our brother, like we don't talk to him anymore, he probably sided with Dad. I was cornered. Nowhere to go. No support. The two people I'd shared that house with for years, pointing fingers at me. The tension escalates. Hey, did you get back at them? That was all too much. I threw the door open and walked aimlessly through the night. I think I would have been crying if I had the capacity. I didn't, of course. My mind was confused like never before, but my vision was clear. No tears to get in the way. Ah, our intrepid protagonist flees the scene. You go away, man. You'd have done the same. Yes, I ran. I couldn't face all that. Or I didn't flee. I did what I could. Yes, I ran. I couldn't face all that. She admits her cowardice before life's challenges. Hee. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's great. It's what I expected, yeah? Hee. Anyway, go on. You went out in the middle of the night, aimless. Ooh. Oh, his face is kind of saggy. Must have arrived somewhere. Yes, the bus station I must have. What if I just roamed around at night? What if I say I went back home, that everyone made up and it all was fine? Then, you'd be lying and ending your story on a very meh note. And no one will believe that. Not even you. That's why. It doesn't work. So you'd better continue the story. I don't know when I got there. To the bus station. I was lost in thought. I bought a ticket, someplace I can't remember, but far away, so the trip wouldn't be long. Or so the trip would be long. I did all that without even thinking. I sat alone and observed the hills rolling by for hours. I hadn't slept in weeks. My mom's situation, I just couldn't. On that bus, though, I slept like a baby. When the insomnia comes knocking, well, this trick still works. Besides, every town has someone passing away. There's always a funeral that requires a bit more drama. Believe it, if you will. Right. You spoke, I heard, and I judged. It lacks conflict. What? You carry grievances from this story. You must blame someone. It's the rule, the weight you carry from all of this. Yes, yes, that's it. Tell me, tell me who you blame. Who do we blame? My dad, my brother, myself, or I don't blame anyone. You don't have to blame, I mean, it's a tough situation. You don't necessarily have to blame anybody. Hee hee. Hee, not even you believe that, and that's such a boring answer. It doesn't resolve the matter. Now, please answer the question. What? You don't have to blame anybody. If it's a tough situation, you can just say everybody is absolved of blame. Although, I would say probably our dad. Because he's got the crazy little squiggly lines around his name. As expected. I'm not surprised. But that's fine. All stories need an end. It's what happened. Sure, sure. Well. I got what I wanted. What is up with his face? I have nothing more to ask. This little story of yours will keep me satisfied for a few more miles. Now leave me alone. What about your story? Isn't it fair that I get to hear it? Thank you for making me relive that awful day. Yeah, let's hear your story, buddy. My story? I don't know how long I've been here. Riding this wreck of a bus for miles on end. Oh man, your teeth shouldn't be there. He's got teeth around his eyeball. My story has got lost on the road. Why do you think I beg for others' stories? Maybe you should pay more attention to what you do with yours. Hee. Whoa. Finally, he's gone. This conversation made me dizzy. I need to wash my face. Ooh, what are we gonna look like this time? Are we normal yet? I hadn't thought about that day in so long. Or at least I tried not to. Maybe that was my mistake. Well, we still look like this. This is how we looked last time, I think. Maybe that's why I can't fix this face. This face. It's starting to get on my nerves. But we're so close! We just gotta like rotate it like, and we're normal. I think. This is it. I postponed things for long enough. Where are we going? Are we going to our dad's house? Miss? Is that really you? For the first time, I think. In that case, nice to meet you. Unfortunately, this first meeting is also a goodbye. I don't think we'll see each other again so soon. How do you know that? I feel the same. I don't know anymore if that's good. Are we coming to peace with ourselves? I would say so. I feel the same. Not everyone realizes it when their journeys are coming to an end. A lot spend so long here that they no longer remember where they're going. I think I met some of them. Sincerely, I don't complain. It's good to have a full bus. It's what makes me content. I thought I was taking people to their destinations, where I see. Yeah, I thought you would want to help people to get where they're going. Nope. That gives me purpose. A full bus is something else. The bus will keep going where it needs to go. I don't choose its destinations. You choose. You don't always realize it. It's our dad calling us. Ah, the old call. And we're going to answer it this time. Hello. Yes, it's me. Ah, I expected as much. I reached the bus station. Yes, I know where it is. No, I'm going on foot. I need to stretch my legs. Oh, our dad is passing away. So this is it, huh? Here I am. It's been a long time, Dad. Gustavo! Finally. What is that? Who is that? Oh, is Gustavo our brother? I've been trying forever to contact you. Gustavo? Who else would I be? Did I change that much? I don't want to talk to you. Somewhat the hair, the eyes. Oh man, we got some intense music going on. Somewhat the hair, the eyes. You changed too, a lot. I expected it would be like this. I knew this would all fall into my lap, because you always did whatever you felt like. Drop it, Gustavo. I did what I could, and you always lived in Dad's shadow. I did what I could. And so did I. All of us in the end, victims of our imperfections. I'm tired, Candelaria. You know, ever since I got here, I couldn't stop thinking about that day. That day, it didn't feel like it would have such an impact at the time, did it? But it destroyed us. I keep thinking about what I did, about the choice I made. Something broke inside of him that day, too. He tried to hide it, but it became clear with each passing day. You know, after you left, I stayed there, watching him wither. I'm very sorry. I didn't come here so you could point your finger at me. He's to blame for it too. I'm very sorry. So am I. His condition started to get to me. After some time, I stopped recognizing my own face. When I look in the mirror, it's all a blur. To tell you the truth, I have no idea what I looked like when I left the house. Seeing how you didn't recognize me when you arrived, I must have done a pretty lousy job getting ready. But I'll deal with that later. You still blame him for everything, even now? Well, we need to address the present situation. God, it's hard to say this. There's nothing more that can be done. I can't keep him here, and I know you can't either. We'll turn the machines off, Candelaria. I think it's for the best. I know I'd prefer it, but I feel lost. I couldn't do this by myself. I'm a mess. Gustavo. Candelaria? Sorry, I spaced out. This has been taking its toll on my sanity, you know? To have to turn off the machines? To send them away? A duty that should belong to nature falls on our shoulders. Would you believe? It's embarrassing. Just say it. I saw Mom. Here in the hospital. I spoke with her. With Mom. I'd never been so scared. I thought I was losing my mind. She said she spoke to you. She said you opened the way for her to return. So I confess I'm looking forward to ending this. Yes, so am I. Maybe we don't need to say goodbye now. How would we not need to say goodbye now? Oh, like we said goodbye later to our mom. No, I think it's best to do it now. Go ahead, say your goodbyes. I'm going to go wash my face or something. We can give the order together when you're ready. Dad, it's been a while. This isn't how I pictured our goodbye. At least you can't chase me off this time. Not even if you wanted to. I saw Mom. Actually, I spoke to her. I agreed to speak with her once more, to try and change a bit how things went. Can you believe it? I did it. We did it. Thought you'd like to know. I've seen many of my clients in the situation we're in now, or something very close to it. And now, my time has come, huh? No more music? Cry or don't cry? If we cry, is it gonna be just to... Is it gonna be like our fake crying, or is she actually gonna cry? I mean, Dad knows we can't really cry. So I doubt he'd want us to anyways. Is that it? Oh, these are the credits. Okay, and it said we got a picture in the gallery? And silently looked back. How did we... what? We missed a whole lot of pictures. Okay, well, that was... I did not buy this ticket. It's a decent little game. I'm sure there was some deeper meanings that I didn't necessarily really get into, or that I didn't actually really understand. But from what I understood, it seems like Candelaria came to grips with everything that happened in her past. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this series and would like to see more like it, please let me know in the comments below. And if you have some time on your hands, maybe share it with your friends. You know, spread the love. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!